Probably.
Do you want to be able to hit crazy snipes and win every game you play? And have crazy tournament placings like these and even make your first earnings? Then you're going to want to use these Fortnite settings that are the best settings for Fortnite Chapter 7 and 2026 in general. But before we get into the settings, I would really appreciate if everyone could like and subscribe and use code QKZY in the Fortnite item shop. And if you do all those things, I'm going to be doing a V-Buck giveaway. So comment your username down below after you have subscribed, liked, and used my code in the item shop, and you'll have a chance to win some V-Bucks. So without further ado, let's get into the best settings for Fortnite Chapter 7 and 2026. Alright, so kicking things off, we have the video settings. You're going to want to be on full screen, your resolution 1920 by 1080, or if you're 1440p or whatever. VSync off, you want to have your monitor refresh rate at whatever is one above. You want to have your FPS one above your monitor refresh rate, so I run 240 hertz, so I'm going to put it at 360. If you had a 120 hertz monitor, you put it at 144 FPS. Performance mode, you want to have 150 brightness, Triton Ope 10, and 3D resolution at 100%. You're going to have your view distance at Epic. You can turn that down if you have FPS problems, but these are definitely going to be low. And if you have problems with FPS, you could also turn 3D resolution down a little bit. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you want to go ahead on plus boost. Sound settings are pretty much all just preference, but I'll scroll through these so you can see what I have. Alright, and communication settings are also preference, so I'll scroll through these as well, and you can just have a look and see if you want to copy these or use your own. Going into your game, you're going to want to have your matchmaking region on whatever your region is, whatever is the lowest ping pretty much, but don't use auto, click on the one that has the lowest. These are also pretty much all just preference, but I can scroll through these so you can see what I use, but most of these are just preference and it doesn't really matter. My preferred item slots are as shown, but also just preference. Going to game UI, this is also another preferential thing, but I'll let you see mine as well, so I'll scroll through these now. This is only if you play a controller, and now let's get to the thing everyone's waiting for, which is the mouse and keyboard settings. So you're going to want to be at 7.5% on both X and Y, a targeting and scope sensitivity of 40 with a building and editing sensitivity of 100. You're also going to want to be doing this on 1600 DPI. If you don't know how to change DPI on your mouse, look it up for your mouse specific. Or you might have a program. If you use Razer, you'd have Razer Synapse. Otherwise, I can use my custom diagonals off. It's preference. Well, some people like it off, some people don't. You can look up videos on custom diagonals if you would like. And if you want me to make a video on custom diagonals as well, just comment that down below. Alright, going into the mouse and keyboard controls, this is what everyone's been waiting for. I'll explain why I have these and why they're like that. So C is my crouch and control is my sprint. I find all these keybinds to be very effective and they are really comfortable for your hands as well. WASD as movement, and V for reload. F with your weapon slot 1 being a Q. Q is my shotgun, so I'll name these as the guns I use them, not the weapon slots. Caps lock should be your AR, whether that's at weapon slot 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then I use click down on my scroll wheel for weapon slot 3, and then 4 and 5 are usually mobility or consumables. Use or pick up guns is going to be scroll down. T is there as well, but I never use T. Toggle scope mode doesn't really matter. That's like, I have it at J, but it's like if you had a thermal scope, but it doesn't really matter that much. The wall is going to be your top mouse button, with the floor being R and your stairs being your bottom mouse button. Your roof is going to be shift, which is cone, and your trap is going to be G. Currently there aren't any traps in the game, but I find G works very well when there are. Repair doesn't really matter, but rotate I have at T. I don't use it too often, but it's close enough to your fingers if you do need to use it. I use E for building edit, and change building material is right click. If you want to use scroll wheel reset, you're going to want to have scroll wheel up also on your building edit, and then on your reset building you're going to have scroll wheel up if you're running scroll wheel reset. And then this is all just simple build, but I don't use simple build, so I don't really look at these. And then the rest of these pretty much are just preference, like emotes at B, just a bunch of random things that don't actually affect the game. I do have my inventory at tab and my map at H, but otherwise all of this is pretty much preference, but I could scroll through it to see if you want to use any of these things, but I'm pretty sure all of these I have right now are just the default, but I will scroll through them anyway, but I think they're all just the default. These are just for like vehicles and stuff, and I don't really look into those too much, but yeah, it's just, there's a few more. Going into our account and privacy, this is all just preference. I have my player service off, friend info permissions off, receive gifts, friend info permission on. Receive gifts from anyone and party joinability from me only. And public game stats should be on if people want to see your Fortnite tracker, if you know what that is. But otherwise, just probably keep it on in general. And then this is just like anonymous mode stuff and otherwise. But yeah, that is it. That is the best settings for Fortnite Chapter 7 and 2026. Just make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if there's any other videos you would like to see, or tutorials or special videos. I can do anything you guys want, and I'll see you all in the next one.